What is up, everybody? It's your boy Cat back again with another Play versus Friends video, and today it's going to be a little bit different. We were supposed to make a Chatman debut, but that video won't probably come out most likely until Thursday. Today we have a special episode. I'm going to be playing one of my good friends. His name is Kelvin. His Instagram will be down below. He's a huge Buster Posey and Giants fan, as my phone goes off, but mainly a Buster Posey fan overall. We're going to be playing a quick 3-inning game. He doesn't have the best teams, but in order to make it somewhat fair, I'm just going to make the current Angels team, which is somewhat good, versus his best team, whatever he has. So it's going to be a good game. Like I said, if you guys want to follow him on Instagram, link in the description below. And it's going to be a 3-inning game, and we'll see who wins at the end. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below who do you guys think will win, and of course, subscribe to the channel. It is very much appreciated. So without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, y'all, we got our teams together. I got the all-time Angels, and he's got his best team. He's got Hershiser, Carew, Mondesi, Floyd, Judge, Eddie Murray. He's got Victor Robles, Gurriel Jr., and Buster Posey. Kelvin, welcome to the channel. How are you doing, my man?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
No, pretty excited to play this game.
I'm excited too. It's going to be definitely fun, especially you got a pretty good team. You told me that it wasn't a good team, but just looking at it, it looked pretty good in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, but it's the basic, like, you could easily get these cards at this stage of the game, so it's not a huge deal up here.
Well, you're not wrong. So here we are. We're going to play a good 3-inning game. This is the second time I'm playing Play versus Friends, at least consecutively in a series. The last game I played was against Billy, and unfortunately, I lost. Do you look to repeat what Billy did, or do you not think you have what it takes to go up against the Angels?
I mean, hopefully I can repeat what Billy did, but I can't promise anything.
As we get the first out underway, look at that line out to Justin Upton. So it's been an interesting baseball season, to tell you the least, Kelvin. We got so many news. Not one team was able to go 3-0 to start the season, and now the Miami Marlins, they're in a little bit of some hot water with at least 12 coaches and players testing positive for, of course, the virus. So I just want your thoughts on what the Miami Marlins are going through right now, Kelvin.
I mean, obviously it's a tricky situation because you don't know who they came into contact with, what other players from other teams they came into contact with, and yeah, I don't know how you can measure that. Oh, there we go.
As you hit a home run to center. Wow, and you said you're not good. Look at you being a liar and all that. Look at you going off.
Beginner's luck, maybe.
That may be the case. But no, continue on with what you were saying about the Marlins. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously with them playing the Phillies, and then obviously they had to cancel the Phillies game too, because you don't know who actually has the virus, how long ago someone actually contracted it. So I mean, it might have reached all the way back ever since the exhibition game.
Yeah, from what I heard is that they did testing on, I believe, on Friday. So literally opening day for them. And then who knows where they might have been on that Friday or Thursday. Who knows? And the fact that they still played the whole weekend series against the Phillies, it does raise some eyebrows, not only just to the Marlins, but now to the Phillies and the Yankees, who were supposed to go into Philadelphia and play them. It's a sad situation, and we just hope it doesn't get any worse.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, especially since baseball just came back, we don't want it to go away again.
Exactly. All right. Hold on. I gotta change my settings real quick. There we go. So, Calvin, if you've noticed, we're playing in San Francisco, and you are a Giants fan. Am I correct?
I am a Giants fan, yes.
Tell us about how you became a Giants fan.
Well, when we were like pretty young, I was pretty young. We moved to the U.S. when I was around like 1 years old, sorry. But then we moved to the Bay Area when I was around 8, and I didn't really follow sports that much until that point. And ever since I was like maybe 10 or something, I started to follow baseball, basketball, football, and the Bay Area was just a natural starting point. The teams in the area. I mean, I could have gone Oakland. I could have gone Raiders, and well, the Warriors are the only basketball team here, but Yeah, the Giants. I mean, it was just natural, I guess.
It is natural. I mean, you could have picked literally any other sports team, but you decided to bleed the orange and black. And you must have been really, really happy when, of course, the Giants won those 3 World Series in those 5 year spans. I mean, how was it seeing Buster Posey come up, Bumgarner, Brian Wilson, Fear the Beard? I mean, how was it seeing that great reign of Giants just winning and winning?
I mean, yeah, obviously it was pretty surprising, honestly, and interesting to see the rise and fall of so many players, especially the older guys like Lincecum, those guys, and how much the older guys come and gone, especially in between those World Series years where we kind of struggled, like 11, 13, those years, how we managed to bounce back from those, um, how we managed to bounce back from those down seasons we had.
Well, yeah, definitely been a rough couple years for Giants fans and the Giants in general. I mean, you guys have had a lot of good players come and go, but one guy that has been the main staple, who isn't playing this season, but has been a main staple, is Buster Posey. And I understand that you are a huge Buster Posey fan. What was it that attracted you to be a big Buster Posey fan, other than being on the Giants?
I mean, just how he plays the game. I mean, you don't see any controversy with him off the field or on the field even. Yeah, he doesn't have any like he doesn't do anything stupid. He doesn't go out cause a lot of trouble. Um, yeah, he just plays the game very cleanly, and obviously he's a great player. Watching him grow up, 2010 when he came on his rookie year, played great. Solidified that catcher position. But then 2011, when he got injured, that was pretty hard to watch. Then
Yeah,
2012, our World Series year, him coming back, winning MVP, comeback player of the year, that was just amazing. So he really earned my respect for that.
Yeah, I even remember the player that did run him over, Scott Cousins. That name will
Cousins, yes.
probably never leave my mind because I mean it was such a traumatic event. I remember just not being a Giants fan, but just watching it, I'm thinking to myself, I'm just thinking Scott Cousins. He maybe didn't have room to slide, but at least I mean, in my opinion, I honestly think he did have room to slide because Posey was in, like in the front of the plate, and then he could have Scott Cousins could have easily gone to the side, but now he just went straight for Posey, shoulder first. And in my opinion, I just think that's bush league because I've gone through a similar occurrence like that in my life. I played catcher, and I was in front of the plate, and I thought I caught the ball, and I went to go block the play, and the guy doesn't even
Mhm.
slide. He literally ran me over. So I completely feel for Buster Posey. Yet Posey did get, of course, the bigger. He did get really hurt at the end of that collision. So I mean, big respects to Posey, and even bigger respect for not even playing the season after hearing the reasoning why he isn't playing this year. I mean, I do not blame him whatsoever for not even playing this year. What were your thoughts when he decided to not play this year?
I mean, obviously I was disappointed, but like you said, the reasoning for him not playing is pretty admirable, especially since he just adopted two premature twins, I think. I'm not sure of exactly the details of that. But yeah, I mean, he's protecting his family, he's protecting the family of the lives of the two new kids he adopted, so you can't really hate on that.
No, you really can't hate on that. Like I said, I really respect Buster Posey and any player that really decides to not play this season. If they do not want to play, I do not fault them whatsoever. If they feel like their lives are at risk and they just say, hey, I don't want to play this year, by all means, don't play this year. You shouldn't be forced to play this year if you don't feel like it, especially under the circumstances that we are in. So, I mean, big props to anybody that wants to play, especially like someone like Anthony Rizzo, who is a cancer survivor and still wanting to
Hmm.
play. Big props. Obviously, there are some risks involved, but hey, if he's happy, let him be happy.
Oh.
That's gonna be a double down the line by Jason Castro, man. He's been a big signing for the Angels. Uh, so what are your thoughts for the Giants? How do you think they'll end up this season?
I was honestly surprised by the results of these past 2 weekends. It was a classic Giants somehow. Oh, there we go.
Nice play.
It was the classic Giants somehow pulling something out of nowhere, beating probably, arguably one of the top. I don't want to say three, but top five teams in baseball. And splitting the series with them was honestly very surprising, especially if you look at the roster we have right now. You don't see like any superstars like that. You see a bunch of either washed up veterans or you see just a bunch of no, how do I say not washed up veterans, but like a lot of
Up
like
and coming
minor
players.
leaguers like
Yeah. I
yeah.
feel you. That's like the Angels too. No, I feel you. Yeah, Giants. I feel like Giants and Angels are somewhat similar. So, I mean, we do have
Hmm.
Mike Trout, the best player in baseball, hands down. But I see what you
Exactly.
mean. I completely understand. You're bringing in Will Harris after what seems like an inning and a third of Oral Hershiser. You're deciding to call in it quits right there for Hershiser.
Yeah, he wasn't. He seemed like the timing was a bit off of my the interaction with the pitching. I don't know I forgot what you call it, but it was off, and I don't want to, especially since you just tied the game. I don't want to risk uh giving that up.
I feel you. And speaking of the best player in baseball, here he is coming up, man. Man, just
Mike
Mike
Trout.
Trout, man. Just the fact that the Angels chose him when nobody wanted to draft him the first 24 picks. Very happy he signed that long-term deal with the Angels. Just an extraordinary
Yeah.
player and even a better man. Here, let's see. We got runners on first and second. I'm gonna see if I can try and take the lead, man. Here we go. Come on. Do you think we can score some runs?
Let's
Ooh,
see.
you're working the count. I'll give you respect for that. Here we go. Come on. Huge moment. And that's going to be. Ooh,
Just
Ugh, just
foul.
foul, man. And that's going to be
Oh,
deep to center field. Perfect. You can't hang that to the greatest player in baseball right now. Mike Trout with the 3-run Jimmy Jack. You were looking for that curve in the dirt, but you hung it to Mike Trout. As here
yeah,
is Shohei.
that was
Ooh.
actually at the bottom of the zone too.
It caught a
So I guess
little
you're
bit of the strike zone. It looks like it just caught a little bit of the strike zone. So, Kelvin, I also wanted to ask you. You collect
uh-huh.
baseball cards. That's something that we both have in common. Um,
Yeah.
what was it that drove you to collect baseball cards? What was that card? What was that product to get you to collect baseball cards?
I honestly don't really remember that well. I guess I just saw it, and in the past I've always wanted to do it, but I never really had the time because I am a college athlete, and I used to just have no time at all to do it, collecting things like that. So now that I was in college, I have a bit more income, more free time, all that stuff. I just decided what would be a good hobby to get into, something to pass the time, something to collect. Not something I would like waste a ton of money on, something that meant something to me.
No, you're not wrong. For me, baseball cards, man, it had to go before 2010. Whenever I see those team sets, those team sets, Angels, Dodgers, Oakland, just seeing those look cool, and even
Yeah,
collecting, like buying those complete sets. The $60 ones from Target, where like it had
yeah,
basically
like
every
Series
player.
1, stuff like that.
Exactly, man. And I didn't even know what Series 1, Series 2 was. All I saw was those are baseball cards. I want to buy those. And man, I was very happy, very fortunate to have baseball cards growing up. But just like
Hmm.
every other kid, where do your baseball cards end up? Being thrown away by your mom. So it was unfortunate when I found out that my mom threw away my baseball cards. But now that I'm
Damn.
older and just like you, making my own money, I'm getting my own baseball cards and just having fun ripping. I mean, because that's all.
Yeah.
That's what this hobby is all about. Just having fun, collecting players that you love to see, and yeah, just having fun. So I'm glad that we
Hmm.
both share that hobby in common, the love for the hobby. But you have a more shared. How do I say this? You have a more love for the hobby for one specific player as you PC someone, which means you personally collect them, and that is Buster
Buster Posey.
Posey. That's right, man.
Uh,
How many cards would you say you have of Buster Posey?
I don't have too many of like any specific player. I maybe have like 8 or 9 of them. But I started collecting probably, I will say January of this year, so I'm relatively new to the hobby, but I have a couple like higher end cards of him. I
Mm-hmm.
have, I think, 3 booklets.
Wow.
Two of them are out of three, and one of them is a 101 from Luminaries. So yeah,
You're dropping the
and
big bucks on those cards.
it's actually not as bad as you think it is, because surprisingly, Posey isn't as it's expensive in the hobby as for as good of a player he is.
No, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad price if you're looking at Buster Posey cards. If you're to compare to someone like Mike Trout, Otani, if you're looking at cards, basically any of the big names, where we're talking about
Hmm.
in the thousands. And Buster Posey, great player, just doesn't get enough love compared to, of course, the other players. But Buster Posey is still
Yeah.
a great player to collect.
Especially since, I mean, for my Giants, arguably is going to be a Hall of Famer. Um, I mean, I'm not going to say guaranteed, but we'll see where how the rest of his career plays out from here.
You're not wrong there, as now you have the tying run up to bat, and I'm bringing in Hansel Robles, the closer for the Angels. You have the tying run on deck. We're going to make things a little bit more interesting. Can you tie it? It's going to come down to this at bat. Ooh, you're fighting. You're fighting. Here we go. Down to your last strike. Do you think you'll hit it out, or do you think you'll stay alive?
We'll see. We'll see.
Here
I
we
don't want to promise anything.
Here you go. Come on. Slider inside. Ooh, you're fighting. You're fighting. Come on, Robles. Finish it. Ooh,
Ooh,
you're staying alive. You are staying alive. I'll give you props to that. Come on,
trying
Robles.
my best. Trying my best.
Oh, come
There
on,
we
Blue. You
go.
got to give me that call, Blue. Come on. Come on. 2-2. Robles, finish strong. Woo,
Oh,
baby! Up and in cheese at 97 on the gun.
top
Very,
corner. That's a good
very
pitch.
good game. Thank you for that. Very good pitch. I do agree. That was a dub for the Angels right there. A 4-1 game. There we go. Kelvin, I do want to say thank you for coming onto the channel. You are the first friend that I've successfully defeated ever since uploading my last Play vs. Friends video.
Uh-huh.
This is your chance to promote anything else that you have. Uh, you have you have the screen, you have everything. Go promote whatever you want.
There's nothing really else I need to promote. I mean, I'm just a collector having fun, and just glad that I could spend the time playing a game with you, and glad that I was able to be on your channel.
Well, I do appreciate that. You're a humble man. I do appreciate that. Like I said, guys, if you guys want to follow Kelvin, his card account will be in the description down below. If you guys want to see his collection, if you guys want to make trades of Buster Posey cards that he has, or just talk about the hobby in general, Kelvin, I do want to say thank you once again for coming on the channel. Thank you for a great game. And if you're up for a rematch in the future, do not be afraid to holler. That's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.